I am the producer and 26th President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt. Now, way off in the afterlife, amused by what they saw happening down on Earth, 3 venerated historical women decided to get together and do what they do best. Dish about it. Tonight's theme is girls! Girls! Spelled with the U, apparently. Now, first up, she's one of the world's most infamous mysteries. The first aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Where she wound up, we'll never tell. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Amelia Earhart. This America's catalog. She'll cut you with a compliment and look good doing it. So nice, they named her thrice. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. And finally, rounding out our trio of darling names, this spunky girl led France to victory. She puts the in 100 Years' War, the original girl on fire, St. Joan of Arc. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your dead gods, Yapping.
Thank you for joining us, friends. Get your hands clapping. Sit down and have a seat for the dead brought Yapping. I've traveled all over the world, ain't nothing like this house. So grab a drink and join us. Don't be afraid. My life symbolizes fashion and excess. I look good, even with blood stains on my dress. They're gonna make you laugh till your side aches. Remember that time I was burned at the stake. Prepare for a night of lasting history with 3 sassy ladies from world history. Thank you for joining us, friends. Get your hands clapping. Sit down and have a seat for the dead brought Yapping. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming to the final episode of Dead Broads Yapping, where tonight's theme is girls. Don't get us wrong, we've had some fantastic male guests on our show, but sometimes you have to celebrate women in history. Women who are strong. Women who break boundaries. Women who make their own power. You know, a while ago, the ladies and I were hanging out at Albert Einstein's Afterlife bungalow, and I looked around on the poolside and I saw that I made the best of friends with some amazing women. We differ on many topics, like the appropriateness of chainmail at a formal event. But we can all agree that we should always be lifting each other up, helping women further their goals. Let's break it down for a minute. Who do you turn to when your co-pilots tell you you're out of your mind for
wanting to fly around the world?
Girls. Who do you turn to when you need an understanding ear about a relationship problem?
Girls. Who run the world?
Girls. Mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends. I take pride in knowing that the day I was born, I was brought into a vibrant female community.
A community that brought us inventions like windshield wipers, fire escapes, the elevated railway, refrigerators, globes, mufflers, medical syringes, and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, I could go for a cookie right now. Speaking of cookies, my good friend Coco Chanel once said that a woman should always be two things: who and whatever she wants. We are all extremely different, but we love those differences and celebrate them amongst themselves.
You know, back during the war, the English called me some pretty nasty things. Demon witch, insane manipulative bitch, but that's okay. Because bitch is actually an acronym. It stands for being in total control of herself.
Beyonce Knowles Carter, I woke up like this, flawless.
You have to own who you are and respect other people for who they are or who they're still growing to become. That's how you support your fellow women.
So tonight we are going to dish. We're going to gossip, and we're going to have some fun.
So thank you for being here, and thank you for being a friend.
First up, we have a sassy pharaoh from Egypt who wasn't afraid to use her charm and seduction to climb her way to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Cleopatra!
Children and nursing mothers and pregnant mothers. It's safer than water.
So, Cleopatra, you were the last running pharaoh of Egypt. If you had it your way, who would be running Egypt right now?
Me.
Good answer. I'll take that.
I don't need to say any. I would be running Egypt still if I had my way.
You aren't dead.
Teddy. Teddy.
She's a long run.
His glasses are fogging up. Oh my. Now, Cleopatra, a lot of references are still made to you in pop culture and fashion. How do you feel about the appropriation of Egyptian culture in today's world?
Well, I mean, as you know, I wasn't born in Egypt. I came from a long line of Macedonians. Alexander the Great was an ancestor of mine. And I used Egyptian culture to make people like me. I put on the clothes and the outfits and declared myself a goddess in their religion. So if someone wants to reclaim Egyptian society to put themselves further, great. Unless they're fucking Katy Perry.
You didn't like that video?
No, I don't like that video at all. She's not a Nubian. She is not Macedonian. She is not Greek. That bitch is from like the South.
And she's a Christian.
horses in it.
Yes.
We didn't have alligator head men running around. We didn't have scarab beetle grills. Scarab beetle grills.
What does that even mean?
A scarab is a sacred symbol in our religion. She's gonna put one in her goddamn mouth. She's a John Mayer all the time. I'm on you, Katy Perry.
I'm sorry.
Well, Elizabeth Taylor famously portrayed you in the 1963 film Cleopatra. Did you think the portrayal was accurate? And if you could choose anyone today, who would play you and why?
Well, let's break those down one at a time.
There's
First,
a lot of questions.
Liz Taylor, fucking phenomenal. We've spent some time together. We share bras and we share jewels. And that bitch is head to toe fab.
White diamonds?
White diamond. That's my Liz impression. I didn't want to hurt. And I think today, if someone would play me, I think the only woman that's as fabulous as I was and that Liz was is Lupita Nyong'o from 12 Years a Slave.
Oh.
She is not fabulous in that movie, but her red carpet appearances show she has a regal quality, and that bitch has a high top fade that I am jealous of.
She does make delightful fashion choices.
She
That's
does.
right.
She wears as many capes as I did.
So, Cleo, you had some famous lovers in the past.
Right.
Now, you have to dish. Who was better in the sack, Caesar or Mark Anthony? Dish, dish, dish.
When I got with Caesar, I was 21 years old and he was 52. Teddy, how old were you when you took office? Teddy.
32.
That's a lot.
Young for presidential office. He was the youngest. What, 40?
It was very fast.
My husband was the youngest elected.
Right.
Well,
I got shot in.
A mechanic? So did Lyndon Johnson.
all right. Anyway, Caesar taught me things that I didn't even know were possible. Ancient Romans had anal sex experts on staff.
They were paid?
They were paid. They were salaried. They had health benefits. So we had someone in the room at all times watching us while we made love to maximize our sexual output.
Wow.
Mark Antony, though, had a bigger dick.
Oh.
That's personal sort of preference.
Tell us what the most difficult part of ruling the Egyptian people was.
People trying to kill me all the time. And all.
I know what that's like.
I came into power because someone died and they forced me to marry my 10-year-old brother. And they made him in charge. And I was just like, what the fuck? Really, seriously, you're gonna put a 10-year-old in charge. He doesn't know how to tie his own shoes, and you're gonna have him run an empire.
Plus, Egyptian sandals were so complicated.
So he was murdered under circumstances. Whatever happened, happened. And I planted myself as the head of the Egyptian state, but non-stop motherfuckers was trying to kill me. And I mean, I would love it if I could go to one meeting without someone trying to stab me in the neck. I'm trying to get water and crops to my people, and someone's trying to stab me in the neck.
Well, you outlived Caesar, so that's...
I did.
That's true.
I did. I did.
Good for you.
Speaking of stabbing, you had your half-sister killed so no one could threaten your status and power. So,
Segue.
does this accurately reflect your feelings on sisterhood, or are you more of a
themselves, and that feminism works the best when it doesn't elevate all women, but one woman that's better than all the others.
You do you. You do
That's
you.
exactly what I was trying to do when I was sent into exile, and then had to sleep with a bunch of people so I could get a big enough army to come back into Egypt. I'm not still mad about it!
You know, I would say I got an army, but I didn't sleep with anyone. So
You did it all wrong.
maybe it's possible.
I didn't have to, really. I had the political acumen, I was savvy, I could turn a phrase, I was an amazing hostess. But, you know,
Why not?
when you want to get it in, just get it in.
Now,
It didn't hurt.
now your last big fuck you to Augustus Octavian, who was not nice to you,
No, he wasn't.
was to take your own life. Now, what made you choose a snake for that?
Well, I thought it would be like a sexy suicide, you know? To have like a sexy snake to slither up my body and bite me on the breast. Right, Teddy?
No.
Teddy?
No.
Yeah, Teddy.
He doesn't like
Teddy, I
that.
want you to
I
imagine.
don't like snakes.
Teddy, I want you to imagine.
I am, and it's terrifying. Snakes.
Teddy, you bit her on the breast, though.
On my breast.
On
On my breast.
Teddy's an
I'm just
ass
thinking
man.
about this.
Teddy, I want you to know that I've marked you as my next sexual conquest.
All right.
I think Teddy's used to being the aggressor, not the aggressee.
Oh, times are changing, motherfucker.
Teddy, I think you're about to get dominated. If we may turn this.
I caught the sexual haze and I lose sense of all time and space.
So, a fashion question. Depictions of ancient Egyptians often show them wearing lots of eye makeup. How much eyeliner is too much eyeliner?
I mean, I'm wearing, because this is a daytime talk show, I'm wearing a nice light daytime look.
That's
And
light.
look, I think there really isn't too much of anything. At one point, I covered my entire body with kohl eyeliner. That might be too much.
And it would just stain on
How
her
does it
other
wash
clothes.
off?
The Nile River.
No. Well, I took baths in milk. I got donkey milk and I bathed the tiny
Donkey.
He likes that. He loves that. No snakes, only donkeys. Right?
Donkeys.
He's an ass man.
We have one final question for you. Would you walk like an Egyptian for us?
Oh, of course I
There you go.
will. Of course I
How we used to talk. All the things we said.
Let's hear for Cleopatra.
Sit down. She sits right in front.
All right, so next up is our fashion segment, where Jackie will tell us the do's and don'ts of today's shows. Of today's clothes, it's Jackie's Oh No's.
Hello everyone, welcome to Jackie's Fashion Oh No's, where I explore today's fashion. Let's see what we have first. Oh no, crop tops. Ladies, crop tops simply are not flattering. Even Ted Kennedy's midnight ride in Chappaquiddick is better covered up than this. Crop tops are a fad that will go away in mere months, but the pictures taken of you in such a garment can haunt you forever. Now, certainly there must be a more timeless outfit you could choose to wear to a concert like Lollapalooza? That's right. Or Coachella. Oh yes, dresses. Dresses simply never go out of style. What's up next on our O-Nos? Oh no, puffy. When one lives in a cold climate, it is often necessary to bundle up in many layers. But certainly there must be a way to do that without looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man stuffed in a garbage bag. Look at this poor woman. She looks like she's wearing a row of tires. Not very figure-flattering. Up next on our O-Nos, nubby parkas. Having skied Gestad in the Swiss Alps, I certainly understand the need for a fashionable parka, but one must always remember to take the hood off your parka before washing. Otherwise, you end up with a nubby mess. And it's embarrassing for me to look at you. If only there was some sort of alternative to these winter worriments. Oh wait, there is. Peacoats! Oh, peacoats simply never go out of style. Look, hi, little Caroline. Hello. Look, even a baby can wear a peacoat. Have some self-respect during winter. What's next in our fashion O-Nos? Nia, oh my! What an assault on one's ocular senses. Now, one should always try and win people over with charm and a bright personality, not obnoxious colors. Just because my husband is credited with inventing the space program doesn't mean I can import an outfit that can be seen from Neptune. If only there was a bright alternative to neon. Hats! Hats right now. Oh, I loved that one. So floppy. What's next on our fashion O-Nos? Oh, homeless chic. Now, believe it or not, I know what it's like to be homeless. I used to have to stay out on Aristotle Onassis' yacht for months at a time. I was shocked to learn that homeless chic is even a thing. We should be looking to donate time and money and efforts to help clothe the homeless, not steal clothes from them. Want to know a fashion O yes? Buttons! The bigger the button, the better the outfit. What's next? Oh, no. High heels. Ladies, there's simply no way one can walk in these. This is a normal high heel shoe. This is a dinosaur foot. It's terrifying. I don't know how one could take a step, let alone multiple steps. These seem like something that would be worn by the likes of someone who would, oh, I don't know, sing happy birthday to a married man in a see-through dress. Lady Gaga seems to be wearing these often, and all I have to say is she seems to be following in the likes of one late Marilyn Monroe. The last thing the world needs is another jejune, tactless, blonde celebrity. Wasn't dealing with Marilyn enough for one millennia? What's next on Fashion O-Nos? Oh, this is an oh yes! Riding boots! Horses were easier to control than Jack's libido. So I rode a lot. Oh, the U.S. Olympic. Now, these were designed by an iconic American designer, Ralph Lauren, which is why I'm so upset, because I don't understand why he would design a garment that makes our Olympic athletes look like they're going to an ugly sweater Christmas party. Perhaps one should lay off the Chardonnay when designing for Rio de Janeiro in 2016. Up next on Fashion Oh No's, bauble necklaces. All right, listen. I understand the need for a pop of color, a stylish bauble. But this looks like there's a dead squid hanging from one. Go for pearls. What's next on our fashion? Oh yes! Brooches! Dress up your coat or your lapel. Oh yes? Pearls! Like I said, pearls. The more flares your husband has, the more strands of pearls he'll get. I have a lot of pearls. And finally on our Fashion Oh No's, whatever this is. I don't know what it is either. I wish I did. I think it's a cape of some sort. Either way, it's sad. But that's all for Jackie's Fashion Oh No's. Thank you. It's now time for our audience quiz. Everyone check under your chairs. Whoever has the heart under their seat is eligible to come up and play a trivia game with us. Check to the heart. We know where it is. Deep down.
Wrap your arms around my waist! You're falling off the horse! You didn't even try to ride!
All right, now, Jim, what's your name?
My name's Heather.
Heather, where are you from?
I live in Chicago.
We love Chicago. It's a great town.
Where you're originally Cincinnati.
Ohio!
Oh, wait! Can I say, Heather, you are really showing off how short we all are, right? All the same height, I think, actually.
We are.
Oh, boy. All right, so we're going to ask you 3 questions. If you get them right, then you win a fabulous prize. Are you ready?
Great.
You're all about women.
Okay.
You're a woman.
Okay.
You got it. Women were granted the right to vote in America in 1920. Which country still, to this day, has not granted suffrage rights to its female population? A, New Zealand. B, Canada. C, Saudi Arabia. Or D, Never Never Land.
I'm gonna go with. Well, is this a trick?
No, it's not a trick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with C.
Saudi Arabia, that's right! Yeah! Go Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wait, it's me. When Cleopatra wanted to sneak into the palace to meet Julius Caesar, how was she smuggled in? A, on a Trojan horse. B, she was rolled up in a carpet and carried in. C, in a giant teddy bear. Or D, she flew in on the back of the Egyptian goddess Isis.
Some of those are silly.
Most of them are silly. I'm gonna go with D. Wait, it's a Trojan horse. Okay. Rolled up in a carpet, in a giant teddy bear, on the back of the Egyptian goddess Isis.
Did you phone a friend?
Cleopatra. I don't know. These are all tricky.
What state are we in?
I zoned out during the second half of your question. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's see before Abraham Lincoln locked it down with Mary Todd.
Yeah.
Who was the other person that was trying to reel her in?
Okay.
Okay, Robert E. Lee, John Wilkes Booth, Robert Downey Jr., or Stephen Douglas. Not really.
There's a change in tone.
Say it.
It's
All right, you get a giant fish sticker. And 4 tickets to the Chicago double-decker tour bus VIP.
Let's clap it up for Heather one more time. Well, that was a lot of fun, and don't worry, there are more prizes later in the show.
Yay!
This brings us to our second guest. She puts the shop and shop until you drop until you end up in an insane asylum. Former First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln!
Greg, you got nailed.
Mrs. Lincoln, thank you for being here.
This is a devil's chair.
It's just modern technology.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Welcome to the show, Mary.
Thank you for having me.
So Mary, first question I've learned through history, it's not kind people who are deemed crazy or insane, such as myself, such as yourself. How do you deal with the haters, Mary?
Not well. Especially when the haters are your own children. Did you know I was committed by one of my sons? The rest of my family is dead.
Well, I can relate.
Yes, I feel a kinship with you. We both look good with blood on our clothes.
Me too.
And brains. Brains!
Come back to us, Mary. Come back to us.
Hello.
Hi.
Mary Todd, as a fellow First Lady, what type of personal touch did you bring to the White House?
I had seances in our basement to try to contact the ghosts of my dead children.
Were you successful?
Holy.
Did you find them?
We did a lot of opium, so it's hard to tell.
It's the dragon.
Is that Teddy? Is that... Oh, you look like my dead son. I'm sorry. Are you him? Are you...
No,
it's
I'm
Mommy.
not him.
It's... Are you?
No.
Are you? Because you're acting like you are.
No.
Mary, come back to us, Mary.
Mary, come on. You had 15 siblings. That's a lot. Let's hear it for...
Here's the birds. Where do you keep them? Are they in a cage in the back?
Teddy, let's close the window.
Ah, yes.
Window.
I'm closing the window.
No more birds.
No more birds. Tweet, tweet.
I'll shoot them all. Oh, no.
Bang! Bang! Brains! You were saying?
Yeah, so you had 15 siblings. Do you have any feelings about birth control?
I wish I wouldn't have had children because they all died.
Well, you're a very
excellent idea.
Sorry, Mary. We're safe here.
I got lost. Where are you?
Marco!
How the sounds purple.
Marco!
There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello. So, I'd like to talk about gaslighting, Mary, which happens to many women. It's when someone convinces you you're crazy through manipulation. Now, do you believe that happened to you, or are you actually cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah.
Gaslighting?
Do you ever find it hard to breathe because your corset is so tight?
Yes.
Mary, neither of us were able to complete our term as First Lady
No.
because our husbands were assassinated.
My husband is dead.
Mine too. How did you cope with life after the White House?
Not well. I spent all of my money and then my own son, the only one who was alive, put me in a mental institution. Did I mention that my whole family is dead?
Yes.
A few times.
That's all right, Mary. I didn't cope very well either.
What did you do?
I smoked a lot of cigarettes.
Do you have any?
In the back.
Is it like opium?
No.
Oh, well that's too bad. Ooh, it's like a pentagram.
Oh, no.
Mary. No. Mary. Mary. No. Mary. Mary.
Mary? Mary, if you could be any character on the HBO show Girls, who would you be?
Someone who wasn't, how do you say it, the mother of a bunch of dead kids?
Okay.
Is there one of those?
If they're all like that.
They all like
They're
that?
young and fun. And...
Yeah.
Wait a minute! Are we in a theater right now?
My American Cousin is not playing right now.
Sit down.
Everything's okay.
Fine. How did you see?
There are seats and there are people, and we are on a race to
It's
service.
a talk show.
Where did
So it's
she?
different. It's also not our
It's like a
American
living
cousin.
room.
So,
Everybody,
Sit down.
don't make any sudden movements. Keep your hands out of your purses and your pockets, okay?
People said my husband was gay.
Breaking news! Let's hear about this one.
Let's hear about it.
There's a rumor that my husband was gay.
Do you
was there
believe that? Is there evidence?
I don't know, we only had anal sex. Maybe that's why they're all dead.
that's blood babies. That defies science.
Does anyone else find it very hard to concentrate when there are tiny red balls just bouncing in front of them?
Teddy, maybe put your toys away.
Hey, Teddy.
Sorry, I just leave my balls out.
You have the face of my dead son.
I'm told that a lot.
Mary, one last question, Mary. Yes, I was going to, thank you. So you were accused of excessive shopping sprees while living in the White House. Do you agree with the phrase, bitches be shopping?
Sometimes you need to redecorate. I made the Lincoln room, where I had butt sex.
A lot of butts on this show tonight. A lot of butts.
It's called the Brown House.
Let's put her
All right.
Let's hear it for Mary Jo!
gonna happen.
I love you.
Oh, good God, no. Oh, this is horrible.
Damn,
That's my butt.
Sometimes
She's your problem now.
that was a long goodbye. Thank you, Mary Todd Lincoln. Sometimes trends
where do I go? You just left me here.
Can someone give her a ride?
You just left me here. You people are fucked up.
Thank you for being on our show. That's Mary. All right. Sometimes trends and technology can be so confusing. Amelia's here to set us straight with Amelia's What's Flying Off the Shelves.
Welcome to What's Flying Off the Shelves, Amelia Earhart, both literally and figuratively. All right, first things first, cronuts. All right, Ms. Earhart has a sweet tooth the size of the Grand Canyon, and the cronut gets it. Croissant and a donut together. Why hasn't this been around for years? It's light, flaky, buttery, sweet, melts in your mouth like it's a goddamn cloud carrying our Lord and Savior. Thank you, French pastry gods. Teared up thinking about it. High-five me from above. Secondly, first world problems. All right, now since the dawn of the 2010s, youth have gone on to describe their problems as first world problems because saying they had issues wasn't enough. So this includes things like not getting the closest grocery cart at Trader Joe's, or finding out that the birthday cake candle at Yankee Candle sold out, or that your pancakes just aren't fluffy enough. Life is hard, right? Let's all have a girls' night and listen to Adele and cry together, okay?
That's awesome.
Liam, sing! Louie, Harry, Neil! I just wanted to talk about One Direction! Oh, I think they're so cute. I just want to hold them so tight and make them a pyros, but I won't! The new thing if you're going to work out is you got to do like a ballerina, but with weights! So with bar, if you want to be lean, mean, have good posture, and live like a stay-at-home mom in the Wall Street in the 1930s, you gotta do bar. So you look leaner than a Boeing 757. You know how love letters are meant to seduce the ones we love, so we spray them with our pheromones? Well, well, Snapchat is kind of like that, except for quick, sexy pics of your propeller or cockpit that you set for a certain amount of time. You know, well, supposedly say they're raised forever, but I raised my goggles to that one. Back in the days of the Titanic and Hindenburg, we used to take portraits. Well, now in the days of the iPhone, we take what so many lovingly refer to as a selfie. Want to know what I've learned? Take off your flash! Or you'll look like the ghost of Anastasia. And nobody likes a ghost. Unless you're President Garfield and he's a gas. Juice cleanses are the new hip thing if you are a crazy person. If I wanted to be unhappy and cranky all the time, I'd go hang out with the Stalins. This craze involves drinking nothing but juice. Nothing. Nada. Rien. Other words for nothing. When a person is on a juice cleanse, this is all they're going to talk about. Beware. I hope this trend makes a permanent departure. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. I wish I was talking about hash browns, but I can't have everything. Hashtag, ain't no IHOP in the afterlife. If you're gonna tweet or Facebook, you got a hashtag. Hashtag, keeping up with the Kardashian problems. Oh, here's one of my favorites. I guess nobody can keep track of me. I probably should get a GPS. Hashtag, behind the times. Hashtag, disappearing act. hashtag Y2K, hashtag YOLO, hashtag white girl problems, hashtag disappearing act, hashtag now you see me, now you don't, hashtag real talk. Now, this last trend is so hot, I'm so afraid I'm going to ruin it just by talking about it. Want to know what happens to Titanic? You're not getting it out of me! Spoiler alert! Want to know what happens to Jesus in the book of John? My lips are zapped! Spoiler alert! And that's been what's flying off the shelves with Amelia Earhart!
Sometimes we like to be nice and give our producer Teddy his own sentence. For this show, our girls show, Teddy will be putting on and demonstrating how to use a female garment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Teddy time!
Since the game was girls, I decided, well, why not try walking in their shoes? But I don't like those because they're uncomfortable. So instead, I am going to put on pantyhose. Yeah! To show you how to properly do it. Now!
Oh, wait.
Careful.
Teddy!
I spoke softly, and I also... Maestro, a little pantyhose music, if you will. Charge!
Okay. That's not the correct one. Jack, what are you doing here? This is our girls' episode.
Come and see what you're all up to.
No boys allowed, but Teddy.
Hi.
Oh, would you stay for a little bit? Oh, Jack. Please,
right.
make appearance. What a treat. Oh. Thank you for coming. This is such a surprise. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, I've always wanted to ask you, what's your favorite animal?
That is a very good question. Cats. What that talking about?
Watch it. Right now, Mr. Kennedy, ask not what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country?
Remember when I said that? Yeah, right, just kind of blurted it out. Kind of a big hit.
Oh, don't be so modest. You worked on that speech for weeks. circle. And you...
Yes, that was such a lovely evening.
What's that on your jacket?
I read nothing. It was
that
a full moon, you think.
Is there a blonde hair? Is there a blonde?
It's a cat hair!
No, let's get back to the...
Were you with Ted?
Were you with... You were not supposed to see her here. She's supposed to stay in purgatory. She killed herself.
It was. Time to go to the emergency jewelry stash. Look what I
What do you
got
mean
you.
you don't-
Precious jewels.
Oh, Jack, it's 14th century marcasite. Oh, this is... Thanks so thoughtful.
Absolutely, I would love to stick around and answer more cat questions, but I have to go to the family tennis court and meet Teddy, Bobby, Johnny Jr., my dead infant son Patrick, Joe Jr. There's more. Let's see. Hold on, I got a list here. There's more. There's going to be Rosemary, of course, Kathleen Kennedy, Cavendish, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, Bobby's son who died from the the heroin thing there. Caroline Bissett, and the one who died of the skiing thing there. So.
That sounds about right. Well, thank you for coming, Jack.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I'll see you later.
Maybe I will.
I gotta go ride a horse.
Total stimulation.
For our final segment, we wanted to do something a little special. Teddy, could you
Except before we do that, you might be forgetting that I have my segment.
Sorry, Joan. All right, Joan's got all the latest dish and all the hottest gossip news and events in her segment. Jones, bless them or burn them.
Bonjour! This is Jones, burn them or bless them, where I decide if news and pop culture events go into the high heavens with God or get burned in the fiery depths of hell!
Yes.
The other day I was walking by Margaret Thatcher's room and I heard her playing Thrift Shop. Macklemore, more like Mackle less. The polar vortex brought some happiness to the lives of the living frozen. Because of the vortex, people are finally receiving the gospel of hot toddies. Yes. Pinterest weddings. Mason jars should only be used for jams and pickled toads.
Mason
Okay, I know most people would put this in burned, but I have no problem with anatomically correct magazine ads and mannequins. I mean, it's like the polar opposite of Photoshop, and I'm strangely into it. Blessed. Whew. This was a weird one. The Craigslist guy who had sex and then killed his roommate in under 8 hours? That's creepy. How are the rest of us supposed to find our matching dining room sets? Burn! Ooh, hot liquid. Hot chocolate, teas, steamas, sunrooms, soup. These are all of everyone's favorite foods. Blessed! Every time you watch a Woody Allen film, an angel gets its wings ripped off! Happy Oscar weekend.
Nice.
Dogs are fine. All dogs go to heaven, even the ones that get into the trash and then look super guilty about it. Justin Bieber, you know it's sad when this dude is breaking the news. Send him to the guillotine! Benedict Cumberbatch, charming I've been shot through the heart. Cumberbatch is to blame. Frozen. Woo! No! Unfrozen! Burn Frozen! I am so tired of Frozen. And I'm very upset at Disney because they have not made a movie about me yet.
Let it go.
I'm mad at Disney because I would be the perfect Disney princess. Mulan was very close. Mulan was close, but I was a general, so, whatever. Chris Christie, more like Kirstie Alley. Speaking of fat bitches, I do not like this chick. She is always all over Jesus. One of these days, she's gonna wake up with no hair. Because I'm gonna burn it off. Burn. Oh! At this year's Olympics, we had a tour de force of cuteness. First off, we had adorable little Russian puppies that were left off and want to give you little puppy smooches. And then we had gorgeous Olympians who were in their prime looking to save these puppies from evil. It was a cuteness overload! Blessed! And finally... No one cares that you're retiring, dude. You're a jerk. Wait till you get to the afterlife and I'll make things even Stevens.
Teddy, can you please come on stage?
Yes.
Bring your chair, Teddy. Bring your
I'll
chair.
bring my chair.
All right, there's a new app sweeping the nation called Heads Up. Ellen plays it all the time on her show, and whatever Ellen gets, we want. So we need one brave audience volunteer to come join us on stage.
Here she is.
You have the opportunity to win real prizes. And I love the top. Yes. Great. This is a oh yes. All right, so Mary, you're going to take a seat right there in that black chair. So this is Heads Up. For those of you who don't know, we're going to have the answers on that screen over there. And Mary and Teddy do not know. They're going to face towards us. We can all see it. The ladies and I will be acting out the answers. And when they call it out, we'll move on to the next one. Whoever gets the most right wins.
You will be guessing famous celebrities.
Okay. And every time they get it right, I'll ding my little bell and we'll move on. And then hopefully one of you will win a fabulous prize.
Yes.
Are you ready? All right, Mary will start it. Mary will go first. All right. Chicago! Big Mama.
Yo, I got a beauty shop.
Not a king, but
I did a movie with Steve Martin.
a woman. It's a lady. Not a king, but she's really important. She's
Queen Latifah.
It's Teddy's turn. Teddy, concentrate.
Drops on roses and whiskers on kitties.
Mary Poppins.
Victor Victoria.
Mary I'm not helping you at all. You're slowing all mine.
I have no eyebrows. It's a woman, Teddy.
Oh, no eyebrows.
She has interesting hair. And she
She
used
was
to
in
host a
Ghost.
talk
She
show.
was in Ghost with the...
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes!
Oh, Lord.
Sorry about that. No one has to guess that. We don't like her. Here. All right. So, that's
Fellow First Lady.
Saving all mine. I'm trying. This is your turn now.
Oh, wow, everyone's lovely tonight. Yeah. Judy Garland's daughter.
Now it's my turn.
Hello, William.
Oh, you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. All right.
Tanya, honey, I just...
Kim Kardashian.
I'm gonna look like shit on the red carpet this evening.
Shit, I'm a comedian.
Joan Rivers?
Yeah.
Beyonce Knowles.
So we've got a few prizes for you.
I want it back.
We also have a DVD pack of a couple lady DVDs, The Prince and Me, Friends, and Match Point. Woody Allen film, not so good, but and you get a princess. Well, everyone, that's all for our final episode of Dead Broads Yapping. We would like to thank Todd Lincoln